We are Cory and Wallace, an early retired couple on a full-time journey around the world. With a passion for exploring new cultures, discovering hidden gems, and enjoying delicious local food, we are on a mission to experience as much of the world as we can.
Good morning from Sibiu, Romania.
We decided to try and do something outdoorsy today. Cory really wanted to do a hike of some sorts, maybe go up into the mountains and find a hike. Unfortunately, that proved very difficult to find without paying for some, subscription to, a website like All Trails or something. It was really difficult to actually figure out where to go hiking.
Yeah, so if anybody has any suggestions on how to find hikes in different countries, that would be super helpful if you could put the information in the comments below. But anyways, we found a little one that's off. It just looks like it goes into the woods. I don't think it's going to be anything spectacular, but it gets us away from the traffic and into trees. So I'll say it's a win.
So where we are right now is the Dumbrava Sibiu Lui Natural Park, and it is a 96-hectare protected park area. So we've parked on the side of the road. We're going to go wander around through the forest for a little bit. And there also is the ASTRA Museum, which is an open-air ethnographic museum, which we might check out afterwards.
This trail kind of reminds both of us of home. The forest is very similar to one of the forests that we used to walk in BC. It's very dry, which, given that it's September 20th, is actually kind of surprising, but
22nd? I don't remember what day it is. But yeah, late September, the climate here feels very much like, our hometown back in Terrace. And honestly, it's a very pleasant day. The temperature is perfect. It's blue, sunny skies. We're in a nice, cool forest. It's just, unfortunately, the trail is a little underwhelming because it's running right parallel to the road, so we've got the road noise the whole way. It's not as peaceful as we were hoping for.
I can still hear the birds, and we can't actually see the cars at this moment, so I'll take it.
It looks like the path we've been hiking along is actually part of a bike path network, and we came across this sign here which shows that 7 kilometers in that direction is another town. So we're gonna just go poke out that part of the trail real quick and take a look. So it looks like the trail comes out of the woods here and cuts through this field. It looks like it runs alongside a cornfield there. So I'm guessing this is all farmland, and the trail just cuts through and connects to the next town from here, or the village.
I'm really not sure what kind of plant this is. It almost looks like dandelion when it's gone to seed. It's really, really soft. If you know, let us know.
That's it for the hike. Not too crazy. It was about
I wouldn't call it a hike. More like a walk.
A walk through the forest. About a 2-kilometer loop, I think, give or take. Yeah, it was nice.
It was nice. I couldn't give you coordinates as to where this is. It's just some random spot in Sibiu. So I think there's a lot of places that you could go to walk in the forest. You just have to look, I guess, and be willing to look around.
And yeah, just, if you knew someone local who could direct you, that would probably help. We just decided to go poke around today. But anyways, our next stop is going to be the ASTRA Museum, I believe it is. So that's where we're heading. We've arrived at the ASTRA Museum. There's a, ticket office gift shop area, so you can get your tickets. They're 35 lei each, which isn't too expensive. And then we're just gonna head in through that gate there. We came across a little lake here in the park or in the museum area. It's really pretty. It looks like it's set up to be like a replica of, an old-timey village. I see like, old buildings. I see windmills across the lake. But we're just sitting here right now having a quick snack because it's after lunchtime. And it's really peaceful here, really idyllic. There's like little turtles in the lake. There's a couple of ducks I saw down there. So
Yeah, this actually, it surprised us. This is not what we were expecting, but it's really nice. This is an exhibit of a bunch of different like types of wagons. I think what surprises me the most is how varied and how different they are. Each one has something drastically different from the other one, so they all had different purposes.
So we're in a windmill, which is pretty cool. I've never been in one before.
Just a couple of random horses out. One was tied up, the other one is not. The one that's not tied up is really friendly.
So mostly up until now, it's been windmills and water mills, but behind us right now is a 2-story orchard homestead that dates from the second half of the 19th century.
And I don't know if it's because it's built of wood or what, but it's a really hot day in there, out. But it's really cool in the downstairs rooms. So they had good ventilation. These are shepherd huts.
Behind me is a 19th century pastoral homestead. So I guess a shepherd would live here. In this side, this is basically his doorway. There's like a bed and looks like a hearth there for cooking. This side looks like, storage or workbench or what have you. And then if you follow me around this way, there's a sheep pen. So this would have been a shepherd's hut, basically. There's some pottery in this section here, and they've got souvenir like mugs, bowls, and plates, like I guess traditional style pottery. It's just honor system. The prices are all marked. You put the money in the box or send them payment through Revolut, and off you go with your souvenir. The church that's behind us right now is the oldest thing in this museum. It's a wooden church that dates back to 1672. And the inside has like some paintings on the walls, I guess frescoes, that are really beautiful. I'll put a picture up because I don't know if the GoPro was able to capture it.
Unfortunately, you can't go inside. We just were able to take like a photo through the door, so it's not going to be perfect. Well, today was a bit of a mixed day and ended up really nice. I liked it.
Yeah, what'd you think of the ASTRA National Museum complex?
I really enjoyed it. Anybody who is considering coming to Sibiu, this is something that is worth checking out. It's a open museum. You can take as long as you want. You can crawl through a lot of the exhibits, which is really nice, and it's really kid friendly. So if you have children, I highly recommend putting this on your list.
Pet friendly too, because we've seen a bunch of people with dogs in here. But yeah, it's definitely worth a visit if you're here in Sibiu. It's only like 6 or 7 kilometers out of town, like just at the edge of town. It's nice and peaceful, good way to spend an afternoon, and also a good way to learn about traditional life here in Romania in the late 17th to early 19th centuries. So I think that's where we're going to leave it though. It's late in the afternoon. We haven't actually had a proper lunch yet, and we're hungry, so we're going to get going and go find some food. But thanks very much for joining us here today at the ASTRA Museum in Sibiu, Romania. We hope you've liked this video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up to give us a like, and make sure you subscribe.
And join us in our other videos for more adventures. Until then, stay curious and keep exploring.